me know if it works. Let's just let me know if it works. Are we here? Are we here? We're here? Yay! I give you just a sec. Okay, welcome back everybody. Let's give a little refresh out here. Welcome back everybody. My name is Lilybell. I love to travel and I'm just trying my fucking best. Once again, if you guys are still here from Vtuber Radio, the Vtuber Radio segment has ended. And now I will be doing our next segment, which is some Christian comprehensive history. Woo! Yay! Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much to all of you who are staying, for all of you who are leaving. I will see you guys tomorrow for Vtuber Radio. Let's do my live notification real quick. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. I took yesterday and the day before off, which is I would say I was actually helping out, honestly. I was how do I say that? I was helping my roomie out do some stuff, so I couldn't be here yesterday. But how's everybody doing? All right, we've got new tweets out. We got everything new out. Awesome. Chillin', playing COD. COD. Do they have a new one? Is that why everybody's like been playing it? Bye, P. Have a good one. I'm sorry about that, sweetie. Bye-bye. Yay. Tuning in at work. I hope work has been going well. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. The last 2 days have been crazy rainy for where I am in my area, which is real. If nobody knows, I'm from California, right? So the rain automatically means that I'm dying. I have no idea what the hell is going on. I'm dying. Hold on. Yeah. What am I saying? Yes. So it's been raining a lot and really cold, and I've been getting really fucking lazy. Which has nothing to do with my stream. Obviously, it's just that like all day long I'm like, do I want to cook? Do I want to work out? Do I want to do that? Which I'm never, ever actually wanting to do, but I have to. It's okay. At least we're not Christian. Yeah. Would you prefer cold and snow? No, not necessarily. It's not that I'm complaining about how it's just cold, and I don't dislike the cold. I like it. I like being cold if I can be lazy about it. You know what I mean? For real though. I only like it to be cold if I can straight up be lazy about it. If I'm not able to just turn on a movie and buy junk food, I don't want it to be cold. But then you are complaining. I'm complaining for a different reason. I'm not complaining because it's cold. I'm complaining because I have to do stuff in the cold. You know what I mean? You redeemed kissies? Thank you for letting me know. I'm sorry, I totally missed it. Professor Dev, kissies. Mwah. You're so cute. I love doing kissies. For anybody who, I really do. If you guys ever like hearing kissies, I love to do kissies because afterwards I'm like, you're so cute. You like kissies. It's bulking season, so laziness is allowed. Nah, bud. I've been bulking for like 3 years during COVID, okay? And by bulking, I'm like bulking my fat, bro. I am not bulking muscle whatsoever, bro. Nah, fam. Nah. I'm currently on like a 75-day challenge of like losing weight. Instead, I had soup for like 4 out of 7 days of the week because it's a filling meal for only like 200 calories. Why are you torturing yourself by looking into Christian's background? Listen, Mecha Girl, okay? We did this last August for a whole month. At this point, it's just a part of it now. It is no longer torture. Okay? At this point, I'm dedicated. All right? I know I was way against being called a Christorian, okay? But listen, I'm at part 66. What am I gonna do? Stop? This is and I hate to say it, one of like my most committed relationships. I haven't had a relationship last this long. Me and fucking Gino Samuels, Chris John, a comprehensive history with chat. Okay, it's been this long. Okay, alrighty. I can't leave. I can't. It's a toxic relationship. How are there even 66 parts? Holy hell. Joke's on you. There's 68. The trauma has rooted deeply into you, Lily. Another point as to why I watch it is that it reminds me that I'm still doing okay as a person. Stop. Why do you have why did you change the face part of the yay in the notifications? This is not a yay moment, Mommy Chaser. Mommy Chaser, you here for a reason? Neck deep in the filth. It's just a good reminder that I'm not, you know, that I'm okay. No matter, just remember, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are in your life, no matter how much you feel like you may be struggling or failing, at least you're not fucking Christian, bro. For real. I mean, just saying, okay? But yeah. Just a reminder, I figure by now you guys are not here. And you guys are actually here to hear my voice and my personality. Hi guys. Joke's on you. I don't just sit here and go with a little radio voice. I also do but without the radio voice. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Okay, anyways. Okay, let's get into it. I think we were gonna watch part 68 only for me to realize that I think I completely missed part 66. So we're gonna go part 66. I think we watched part 67, but we'll skim through it again to see if maybe we missed anything. And then probably part 68. Yeah. Yum. Hopefully the volume's not on. Goddamn.
What made her this way?
There you go. The volume is on now.
What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Chris Chan.
Alright, you guys. Chris Chan, a comprehensive history, part 66. Let's get into it. The Lily Bell documentary. I actually thought about doing a documentary for myself one day.
On August 21st,
but then I realized it's probably not a good idea because then you guys would know way too much about me.
For Ruckersville, Virginia, Christine went to Twitter to point out that she was listed as one of the town's most notable residents, designated as an internet personality. She also linked to a screenshot of a certain website, which ranked people by popularity.
What? Sorry, real quick. When did they become a NASCAR racer? I swear that was never
a website which ranked people by popularity, which named Chris as the 29,869th most.
Can I look up my popularity? How do I look up my popularity? I know we're only like 3 seconds in, but YouTube star popularity? Ooh, what are they using? I want to see. It could work out as a lore mockumentary. Listen, bud, if you want to work on it with me, you're basically already looking at my Trello board. Do you want to work on it with me? What? I want to know. I might as well. Who has? Oh, it's Statista. I think it's is it Statista? Search statistics. Lily Bell. No results. Great. There's a Trello. Oh, you guys have not heard of my dude. My Trello is chock full of like really cool shit.
Popular person
of all the things that I haven't been able to do yet. I need a project manager, by the way.
Wikipedia article. Later that day,
if anybody figures out what they use, I'm pretty sure I'm here.
Chris announced
post a link.
It was
Fuck
sleepy
no.
time with the accompaniment of the sleepy time silly random word, Dundernuts. On the 22nd, she added a new item on eBay for $200. A plush doll of the Pokemon Snorlax, signed by her mother, Barbara Chandler, alluding to the nickname past trolls had assigned to her after a leaked photo surfaced of Barbara sleeping during a time she was significantly overweight.
Right.
On
She
August
looks way
23rd,
different. If you put the pictures next to each other, she looks way different.
Her whether Quickville was the name of its own dimension. She explained in a lengthy thread that Quickville was in fact a large nation contained within the state of Virginia of their sister dimension that was named with a designated number which she did not know yet. She further wrote that in that dimension lived not only the counterparts of almost everyone in the real world, but also the vast majority of fictional animated characters, such as those from the animated series The Simpsons, Family Guy, Kim Possible, The Smurfs, and all the cartoon players belonging to Warner Brothers and Disney. A few replies further, she revealed that after allegedly consulting with her supposed husband, Magi-chan, she had two possibilities for the name of that dimension, 1672 or C-197. Later that day, one of the people who had bought Christine's signed LoveQuest poster from eBay left her a negative rating and opened a dispute after their purchase arrived late and damaged, causing Chris's eBay account positive rating to drop to 88.9%.
Oh, I bet they like...
She listed a selection of blankets on eBay set at $100 each, which were advertised by Barbara in a YouTube video.
Go.
My name is Barbara Chandler. Here today we have 4 blankets, or one of them is the bedspread. Anyway, we would like for you to contact us through eBay and make a purchase of one of these blankets.
Or all 4 of them.
Or all of them if you would like. We need the help to fund our groceries for the rest of the month. And your help would be in purchasing one of these, the bedspread or the blankets. Thank you for considering us. We appreciate it. You have a good day.
This plush Snorlax is also available on a separate listing. Each blanket will be $100 a piece plus shipping. They will be shipped out within a few days after purchase.
Thank you very much.
Honestly, Barbara's smiling a lot more in this video than every other video. I'll tell you that.
Snorlax plushie and one of the blankets were
I feel really,
sold.
no, Barbara just...
At around the same time,
I hear Barbara's not the best, but like this
from the Albemarle court
continuing to be like this
court,
is not good, you know?
Indicating that it was still ongoing, with the next court date set on August 28th. When that day came, Chris's court case ended up being continued once more, with the next appearance set to September 11th. Later that day, Chris messaged Kiwi Farms user The Captain out of concern because her real-life friend, Anna McLaren, had not messaged her back for 20 days. The Captain reasoned that Anna only contacted her when it was convenient and was most likely ignoring her. The Captain soon revealed that his communications with Chris, which used to be daily, had reduced in frequency because the Captain told her that the alternate dimension ideology was nonsense and refused to indulge in it. Later again, she purchased the video game Mirror's Edge Catalyst for $20. The next day, Chris listed a new item for sale on eBay, signed cans of orange-flavored Fanta, referencing the 2009 leaked video.
At this point, if anybody feels bad, like at this, just this person right now, you can't feel bad. They legitimately are taking all of it and using it to their, well, I guess, to be fair, if people started making memes of me, I also would like to utilize that. But I don't know how to say it. It's just like, it's something about it is really just, bleh. You know what I mean? When they like start taking all of their like things that, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. It's, I don't know. Never mind.
A solution of orange Fanta and his own semen.
Oh my God, crunchy, bro.
Chris posted a video plea for more monetary contributions, recited by her mother.
My name is Barbara Chandler. I'm asking you to help us with car payment by buying the blankets. They're nice, they're in perfect shape. They'll make a good addition to your home. Thank you for helping us. I appreciate it. Amen.
Chris also shared the video on Twitter, writing that they needed money because her mother was giving her financial grief. On August 30th, Christine drew a new counterpart of hers, which purportedly resided in Metropolis, Delaware, and was made in the style of a Marvel superhero known under her superhero name, the Quick Cyclite, who served as the chronicler of the real-world Christine and had written over 100 novels about her life. On the final day of August, she returned to Twitter to post about the newly listed mirror ball for sale on eBay, priced at $75, which she urged someone to buy to help her mother's bleeding gum problem. In addition, she posted an unused lighter that had been presented to her late father. Also on this day, Jacob Sockness, an individual who first learned about Christine from a YouTube video concerning bullying and fell in love with her, shared a photo of himself with a poster he had purchased from her.
Sorry, real quick, what did they just say? What did they just... they said what?
Individual who first learned about Christine from a YouTube video concerning bullying and fell in love with her.
What? This has got to be a joke, right?
Shared a photo of himself with a poster he had.
Wait, you have like a full, actual, real-life human being that's like fell in love with you, and you still choose to marry 4 of your fictional characters, though, bro?
Purchased from her. Since finding out more about Chris, Sockness felt that they shared a strong connection, considering that he was also regularly conversing with entities from other worlds through channeling sessions. In early September, Christine joined a private group on the social messaging platform Discord after being invited by one of her Twitter supporters and posted some photos of herself in the chat to prove her identity. There she discussed her upbringing and alternate dimensions. On September 2nd, she unveiled a drawing of a new character, Zapnote, a music-themed pony. However, upon searching her Twitter history, members of the QE Farms discovered that she copied a My Little Pony character created by an artist who, as a challenge, would design a pony based on a set of given emojis. In Chris's case, she prompted the artist with a lightning bolt, blue heart, and musical notes. Also on that day, Christine announced that Quickville, along with most fictional characters, resided in the dimension C-197, which should not be confused with a similarly named dimension C-137, seen in the animated series Rick and Morty. This meant that the real-life Earth was located in dimension 1218, inspired by the multiverse Earth designation number first told to her by writer Shannon McGuire.
You guys, which universe number do you think I come from?
In Santa Claus, and that one should keep an open heart and mind because
don't bring up the blue
possible.
Heart, you fuck!
On September 7th, she listed on eBay a collection of 22-carat golden replica stamps owned by her late father, Bob Chandler, for $500. On September 11th, Christine's trespassing case had its next scheduled hearing, which was promptly given another continuance, with the next hearing to be held on September 25th. The next day, Jacob Sockness tweeted that he sexually desired.
I wish @ClickSonitude would hold me naked, skin to skin. It would feel like heaven to have her and share the warmth of each other's embrace. I'm very soft and creamy to the what? To the touch, I want you to be close, snuggled into your warmth.
Chris and yearned for her to hold him naked, likely written while under the influence of.
Stop. My God, I imagine you smelling strong with a sexual quality like a fishy smell to your room. That smell that makes men hard and so ready. I would embrace you and be that soft bear that you long for.
Chris and yearned for her to hold him naked.
Lily, you ever get a love note like that? Oh, I've never gotten anybody calling me fishy smelly if that's what's going on. But yes, I've gotten a couple of love notes like this. They're quite sweet. Because I'm not fucking Chris, Sean!
Naked, likely written while under the influence of alcohol, as he later admitted to becoming extremely flirtatious if he was drunk and not busying himself with communicating with aliens and other entities. Later that day, Chris complained via a Twitter thread about her mother in a reply to a Twitter user expressing their struggles with caring for a family member with mobility issues. My mother was one on mobility issues years ago. Then the house fire of 14 happened.
The house fire of 14.
The heavy
I'm sorry, the
lifting
way
and
that they say
legwork
it made it seem like
Mom did her share of work in helping clear the house out too. After moving back in at the end of the year, Mom reverted to her immobile sense for a few years. Long waiting to empty out all of those boxes and sorting them out. Good grief. The most popular contents of all those boxes and bags? Various fabrics and cloth items. Ooh! Muchas ropas, ropas, ropas. All of them belonging to my mother. I finally get myself motivated enough to go through a bunch of boxes a few months ago, and then she broke out her immobile funk and rut, especially after being ordered by our physician to drink meal replacement shakes. She followed in her own accord and began going through boxes and donating/trashing the respective items as she saw appropriate. She cleared out all of the boxes from her current bedroom, which was the upstairs living room. She and the dogs have more space in that room now. I'm proud of my mother for working as hard as she has been feeling well to do, yet she is also being very annoying. Christine, let's put this random good item on eBay. I really need the money for not only my bill payments, but also we need more food here. I am greedy too.
What? What? Dude, the fact that they put "I am greedy too" just as a quote, oh my.
Oh, you sold something of yours? I want $50 from that. She is constantly pestering and bugging me. Nowadays, nearly every time she comes downstairs to talk or chill, my impulsive, subconscious feeling of her presence is cringe and oh no, she's gonna bug me again of the damn finances again. As much as I can take deep breaths and collect myself, these feelings from my past emotions and continuing situations still linger in my mind. Sigh. But I digress. Point is, my mother was immobile for a time, and I worked with her to get her moving again. I also have my father in his senior years to thank for teaching me to be able to be patient as best as I am able to with others. On September 13th, Christine once again complained about her mother pestering her about money in preparation for a forecasted hurricane approaching their way and needing food and water. She asked for donations to be sent to her PayPal account. 3 days later, she customized 2 Funko Pop figurines to give them the appearance of both her past male self and present female self. On September 18th, in response to the news of pop star Justin Bieber's secret marriage, Chris informed her readers that it was proof that
What the fuck? I feel like this was like yesterday.
Anything was possible, and claimed that soon everyone would be able to see fictional characters from Dimension C-197 existing in the real-world dimension of 12-8.
What the fuck does that even mean? Remember when I said anything is possible? Well, Justin Bieber got married. Why is that such an impossibility? That doesn't make sense. You guys, remember when Chris Chan said anything was possible? It's gonna be crazy. But I had sex.
18. The next day, in response to a Twitter user asking why Sonic the Hedgehog never performed oral sex on his partners, Christine wrote that in the sister dimension where he lived, Sonic's lover was the character Knuckles.
He likely has performed
oral sex on Knuckles.
Let's go! Sonic performs oral, bro!
Chris posted photos and descriptions of the various stones and crystals in her possession, a mixture of ones from over 20 years before and ones she recently acquired at a mineral show. The next day, she was sued by a debt collector agency for unpaid debt, with a court hearing set for November 14th. On September 25th, her trespassing case was given yet another continuance. This time,
Dude, how are they giving so many continuances?
On October 9th. Later that same day, Chris went to Twitter to write that she was slowly beginning to draw again and asked for her followers to have faith in her creating more comic books while she continued to deal with her other obligations and ailments, offering them a new drawing depicting Sonichu and Rosechu embracing. On the final day of September, Chris expressed her annoyance through a Twitter thread at the news that Lightning Bliss, a My Little Pony related creator, had blocked her. Chris blamed her old trolls and them spreading around her bad reputation, though Lightning Bliss later confessed that it was Chris's own actions and reputation which convinced her to enact the blocking. Also on that day, Christine drew herself in her hedgehog CPU form, reminding everyone that she was
I should not have to, but I remind y'all that why do they say y'all? I should not have to, but I remind y'all that even still in training and development, I am a CPU. Amazing. Shut up, Leighton. I have powers, allies, friends, and family. I am loved and I am humble and kind for everyone. Yup, real fucking humble, bud.
Everyone that she was still an alleged CPU in training and development, and that she had powers, allies, friends, and family, and was humble and kind for everyone. She then changed her Twitter profile picture to that image. On October 2nd, Chris tweeted at YouTuber PewDiePie, asking him to direct message her to discuss a yet unknown idea. The next day, she revealed that she had heard of US President Donald Trump's supposed words of praise for authoritarian ruler of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, and wanted PewDiePie to bring attention to a protest regarding the matter in Hawaii, referencing a document written by one Jasmine Sky Nodder, who would regularly try to bring attention to topics that concerned her by asking for PewDiePie's help. Chris later tweeted that she wanted to attend the protest in person, and so encouraged monetary donations to be sent to her PayPal account. Upon reading this tweet, QB Farms user The Captain messaged her, asking if she was truly planning to travel to Hawaii. Christine informed him that it was not allegedly her to have written that tweet, but apparently her supposed
Wait, hold on. Account. Sorry, I missed that.
Upon reading this tweet, monetary donations to be sent to her PayPal account. Upon reading this tweet, QB Farms user The Captain messaged her, asking if she was truly planning to travel to Hawaii. Christine informed him that it was not allegedly her to have written that tweet, but apparently her supposed husband,
I think this is 2018 still.
Sonichu, in an effort to increase donations. After writing further messages regarding the original idea guys, an interdimensional hole connecting her shower to the showers of Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, and a new so-called dark idea guy, the captain came to the conclusion that someone else gained access to her Twitter account and was manipulating her in the same manner that Joshua Wise and Stephen Boyd had done.
How can the captain still sit down for this shit? For real?
A YouTube video in which she also brings awareness to the anti-Trump protest occurring in Hawaii.
Hey everybody, coming to you live from home once again, and I got to express my feelings. We've got to let Trump know that we do not like Kim Jong-un, and we definitely don't like tyranny or any of that crap. So let's help out by supporting the group that's meeting in Hawaii in about a week or so. Information in the link below. So, down with tyranny! Down with tyranny!
Yeah, I don't like the cap either, bro.
On October 8th,
the captain is just
bought a so-called charged crystal pendant on eBay for $20. 2 days later, her trespassing case was given yet another continuance with the next court date set
how are
on
they
October
continuously
23rd.
Giving continuance?
Also on that day, Chris shared a post regarding My Little Pony, confidently claiming that the Generation 4 cartoon series would continue until a 14th season. In the replies, people pointed out that Season 9 was in fact planned to be the final season of the show. Chris denied this, highlighting that apparently the character Princess Celestia had told the staff of the show to continue making it for 5 more seasons. When asked about the validity of this claim, she revealed that the conversation apparently happened in the My Little Pony world of Equestria. Later again, Christine wrote a tweet directed at people who would tell her to get a job. She
is this me when I became a VTuber? By the way, anybody who tells me to get a job, a mind as great as my own does not need a job. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is all a joke, by the way. I did not say that as a VTuber. Also, I have a full-time job and another thing.
Claimed that a mind as great as hers did not need a job, and that since time was limited, getting a job was seen as silly. After another Twitter user asked her if she still needed money, Chris in response wrote that she did for the moment. She asked for financial help from her followers since her friends would be drained after sending out all of her comic.
They literally just went, I'm too good for a job. But yeah, if you could go ahead and give me some money, I would really appreciate it. Is this?
Books to her supporters on Patreon.
Yeah.
On October 12th, she shared 2 pieces of fan art detailing Magichan and the Pokemon Mewtwo, writing that she loved her husbands very much. Upon commenters notifying her that in the Magichan picture, a Fanta logo could be seen, and that Mewtwo appeared to possess a large penis showing through his shorts, she deleted the tweet. This was soon replaced by a similar tweet, now showcasing fan art depicting all of her alleged spouses, with the Mewtwo illustration now replaced with a less lewd rendering.
No,
People
keep the big
that
penis!
Her tweets were location tagged
the big
in Australia,
penis!
as if they were posted from there. The captain asked about the location discrepancy, but Chris apparently did not seem to care about it. On October 14th, from Chris's Twitter account came the message. Help! My love, Christine's mind is not as healthy as it could be.
Hurricane Phoenix is now boarding. Welcome to Louisville Air. Hope you have a safe and enjoyable flight.
Magichan Sonichu. Yesterday, I was in Australia visiting with the president. Now I am continuing that journey, but I digress. Christine's pets need food. Please donate.
Wait, how are they actually? Can you do that? Can you just say that you're tweeting from like Sydney, Australia and not actually be there? Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. It says Hurricane Phoenix is now boarding. Fucking A.
Signing the message with a string of purple heart, lightning bolt, and purple heart emojis, signifying that it was Magichan. This tweet appeared to be sent from Auckland, New Zealand, leading Kiwi Farms members to assume that her account was in the control of a troll, perhaps either residing in the region or faking their location by using a virtual private network, or VPN.
The fact that it's a possible VPN
Christine
instead of
took back control
and
over
the fact that like
and wrote
Christian is more likely to have a VPN than to be able to just edit their videos of their mother is ridiculous.
With a lightning bolt, blue heart, and lightning bolt emojis, functioning as Christine's signature. Later again, Magichan Sonichu apparently returned to write that Christine would be busy in preparing for a so-called coming of Quickfill and merging of dimensions, and urged all those who weren't yet saved to give themselves to the CPUs. He later added that Chris's former friend, Megan Schroeder, had a pivotal role to play in what was coming and asked for someone to contact her so she could awaken the CPU goddess within her. Magichan signed his tweets with his alleged initials MGS before writing a third tweet correcting himself, signing it correctly with MCS. Magichan then posted a photo of Christian and Megan, calling for her to wake up, as there was truly a goddess inside her. Upon asking Christine about these latest tweets, the captain informed Kiwi Farms readers that she was not concerned about them in the slightest. 2 days later, Chris told him that things were going fine, as she had just accompanied her mother Barbara to a doctor's checkup, who found her in good condition. On October 17th, Chris urgently tweeted that she needed money for food to survive, considering
no
that
fucking
she was
shit,
still partially
stupid.
human. Funds were also needed for her mother and their pets. Her tweet was seemingly interrupted by a message written by her spouses, Magi-chan and Mewtwo, who urged others to donate to her. Chris then wrote that if she received enough money, she was willing to go visit Megan Schroeder, along with her mother and her poly loves, so that they could convince Megan that she was truly a goddess.
Oh my
The captain then privately
dude.
messaged Megan herself.
I really feel bad. Like, you can see Megan looks like Megan could be a fucking like mom now. You know, I don't know how old I can't remember how old they are right now, but straight up, like, could you imagine you were nice to this person and this person ended up pretty much never ever letting your life go? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have forever been stalked by this person, essentially.
Informing her about the tweets.
I straight up would just, like, I don't know if Megan has, like, what is that called? What is fuck, what is that thing when you, like, serve them in court in a way and to make sure that they stay away from you? What the fuck is that called? Hyperdimension Neptunia? Yeah, no, because they definitely got it from there. Restraining order. Yeah. Like, if Megan doesn't have a restraining order, I'd be restraining order against Chris. I'd be surprised.
She relates to him that she possessed guns and would like Chris to know that fact. Chris then promptly alerted her followers that a quote-unquote trusted source had told her that Megan had guns and so would not be visiting her. Chris
so I mean, a different kind of restraining order in a way, I would say.
Chris privately texted the captain detailing the origins of Megan's CPU, Red Heart's soul, claiming it had come from an obscure Nintendo-produced game console.
Oh shit, you're right, Chill. That's a good point.
Jacob Sockness then messaged Megan as well over Facebook, warning her about Chris coming, and said that if she hated Chris, she should burn her down like a California wildfire. Megan wrote that she was not interested in being involved with her in any way, and wished for Christine to understand that so she could be left alone. Sockness further wrote that it was unfortunate that Megan had had such bad experiences with disabled people like Chris and himself, but not all were like Chris. He added that he was saving up money to meet with Christine and asked Megan if she knew whether or not Chris was ticklish,
oh my
for
God,
he planned to tickle her if they were to
fuck?
ever meet.
Bro, could you imagine? This person's like, hey, by the way, just to let you know, this is a warning. But also, the person I'm warning you against, do you happen to know if they're ticklish? Because I'm really trying to meet up with them, and I think that, like, I really want to tickle them. What the fuck?
He was saving up money to meet with Christine and asked Megan if she knew whether or not Chris was ticklish, for he planned to tickle her if they were to ever meet.
Oh my God.
Megan promptly blocked Jacob.
Yeah, no fucking
On October
shit.
18th, Christine received a plush doll of Sonichu, created by a Twitter follower, made largely in response to her losing $6,000 during the Idea Guy saga, as a means for Chris to then sell it herself and make a profit.
It says
Chris
him, but then
that
said
the ears
her
and
right
tail
after.
of the doll should have been stuffed like the rest of the body, but otherwise felt it was very cute. The maker of the plushie commented that they were mad. When Chris asked why, they wrote back that it was because Christine could not help but complain. For that, Chris apologized and added that she really liked the doll. She then wrote a tweet clarifying that if people were to make copies of her original creations, they should do so with great heart. She commented that even though the Sonichu plushie was cute, it could do with more work, and that anyone aiming to recreate her creations should put in maximum effort. Chris deleted the tweet after about 10 minutes. Brian Shickley, the author of the Chris Chan prequel comic, then interjected to say that Chris should apologize with quote-unquote maximum effort. One of her Twitter acquaintances, Ting Tings, messaged her, saying that considering the maker of the doll had done it in their free time, and for free. Giving them a backhanded compliment like Chris did may have felt like getting punched in the face, and asked her to reserve her complaints for those she would pay for commissions, and not someone spending their free time to make a free gift. Chris apologized, stating that she had a lot of everything there on her mind.
What the fuck does that even mean? That means nothing.
She wrote a couple of apologetic tweets, stating that it was not her place to criticize a free plushie, and that she had forgotten how many supportive and appreciative fans she had to be thankful for. She promised that it would not happen again.
A little late for the PR, but honestly,
19th,
not your worst move,
Christine
bud.
told her readers that she had just discovered a new special Sonichu character
Okay, bye,
known
Seth.
as
Have a good
J-Chew,
one.
whose counterpart in the real world happened to be the Captain. The Captain then logged into Chris's Twitter account to delete 2 tweets announcing the creation of the character. She then stated that no one in the house, even the pets, would be able to eat anything over the weekend unless she received more donations. A Twitter user notified her that they would be informing authorities and inquire if the Chandler's pets could be rehomed and taken care of by someone more capable. YouTuber Shuonhead also chimed in, suggesting that Christine could start to do live streaming to increase her funds, since she could not live solely on people's empathy, and so instead could cash in on her quote-unquote meme status. By the next day, she received a new patron for her Patreon page, pledging $100 per month, and so notified curious Twitter users that she was doing better financially, but still could use more money. Around a day later, Chris purchased 3 PlayStation 4 games, including one from the Hyperdimension Neptunia series.
Yo, who mentioned Hyperdimension Neptunia earlier?
On the 23rd, Christine was sued for unpaid debt again by Midland Funding, with the hearing set for December 19th. On that same day, she posted
They've mentioned Hyperdimension Neptunia a while too.
I will have access to tons of savings in Quickfill. It is a lot of money, indeed. 10-to-1 is my repayment rate. For anyone wondering what the merger will look like, consider this, but show everyone reaching the light turning into Sonichus and Roastchus. Her message was accompanied by an image showing people caught in a lightning storm, up in the clouds, ascending toward a godly light. This tweet was very quickly deleted.
Yo, Afterburns, you'll have to just look them up. I can't tell you at all what this is. You missed like, we're in like part 66. You missed like 65 parts, okay? You'll have to look them up.
With a comment to state that they would be able to visit the other dimension. Chris later clarified the meaning behind her posts. Also, on this one tweet here, I realized when Magi-chan tweeted it, the comparison on the Ascension where those chosen would become Sonichus and Roastchus, that was a metaphor for y'all's understanding of the situation. Seriously, you all who make it through will remain human. On the bright side, those of you who do make it with your own OCs in C-197 and its Equestria and other areas other than Earth, y'all will be able to meet and hang out with them. Good times.
Good times at C-197 high.
Suffice to say, after that, beware the villains and supervillains. Let us superpowered heroes deal with them. Thank you. Villains.
I'm sorry, real quick.
Choose. That was a
for y'all's understanding of the situation, seriously, you all who make it through. Who's not making it through? Did they say?
Metaphor for y'all's will.
The haters? Like, what's gonna happen to them?
Let us superpowered heroes deal with them. Thank you. On October 26th, Christine made a YouTube video to explain the so-called dimensional merge.
Hello everybody, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again. And we're going to talk about the recent, more obvious topic of the dimensional merge. Yes. This dimension, right here, 1218.
Are we still technically in the 1218 dimension?
Our sister dimension, C-197, where most of our superheroes, supervillains, OCs, and what have you, and other characters have been existing and coexisting. Yep. Everybody who survives this We get to meet their favorite superheroes.
How do I know whether or not I've survived it?
But yes, those are going to survive.
Oh, they're gonna fucking tell us. They're gonna tell us.
Survive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, should be most of the Earth population. But aside from that, the decision is definitely supported by me, but also gonna be made in part by your goddess of this Earth.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Parent
Oh
of
my.
Jesus is a woman. Okay?
That said, does anybody want to do a radio ad for Dimension C-197? I'm just saying. Depends if you're boyfriend free or no, Lily. Listen, just because I'm boyfriend free doesn't mean that I need that I'm gonna, you know what I mean? No.
Yep. Let's get that mind blower out of the way. I am Mrs. Christine Weston Chandler Sanchu.
Blue heart.
CPU.
There you go.
Blue heart of Quickville and comma and the consoles of Commodore.
What the fuck does that mean?
And I'm still adjusting and learning the ropes of all my responsibilities, powers, and everything. Still in development.
I can't.
But anyway, in the coming days up to the dimensional merge, you're definitely going to see some visual differences in your local surroundings. So,
oh no, you guys!
Be mindful.
I'm becoming Flash. Oh no! What's next? You can tell, obviously, this is really coming from my heart. I have no script. This is me explaining it as best as I can, just to this Earth, in this dimension, 1218. Oh my god.
Anyway, don't panic. Remain calm. We will get through this. We will survive.
Has anybody written to Mr. Biden yet about the interdimensional merge? Hello?
To her of this world.
What? What?
Megan Schroeder.
And
if anybody tries, anybody contacts
let my
her,
girl go!
Do not contact Megan Schroeder of this world at all.
Why don't you just contact Megan Schroeder of the other world?
I'm essentially,
bro, please.
speaking to her directly through this video, so then
please let my girl go. Stop bothering
the
her.
Recent events and what we've been letting her know about recently. Megan Schroeder still has been so many years since we've talked with each other. I want you to know, first off, that I definitely have no ill feelings against you, and I strongly support your relationship with your sweetheart.
Me, whatever I get broken up with.
And obviously, I'm not going to come after you whatsoever. I have been married since last March to my Magic Chan Sanchu and Crizel Rosechew, and more recently became married to Savannah Rosechew and Mewtwo.
Congratulations on your beautiful marriage.
Megan, your counterpart in C-197, leader of the island nation of Krasna. Because after I had talked with
Thank you, Benzo. Thank you for the videos. I appreciate
the
it.
original transformation pen that she had.
You fuck.
I wanted to make sure I got in the right hand, so you got it, Megan. It was delivered to me. Delivered to you. You have it, and you also got to share at least half of it of Red Heart's powers and memories. So, yes, Megan Schroeder, you are indeed a goddess. Just like I became a goddess. Because we were bestowed memories and everything. So, sooner you wake up to that realization, the better it will be. So, with that, I will be ending this video shortly, but know that everyone, be aware of your surroundings. the changes are going to happen as the two dimensions merge. Remain calm. Don't fire any weaponry. If you end up seeing your favorite superheroes or your OCs, be glad. I mean, like those.
Yo! Can't wait until we do our dimensional merge and I start seeing Gojo around. Buddy. That dick is mine. Anyways, do you guys think that, like... do you guys think that, if somebody actually sat down and had a full, like, conversation about, like, just out crazying the crazy, you know what I mean? Like, outdoing this hallucination, that they will eventually listen and understand to logic. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody actually sat down and was like, so what's going to happen if Megan doesn't take upon their, like, goddess responsibilities after the merge? Like, what is going to happen to the you know, both of our worlds and both of our dimensions, that they're going to eventually talk themselves into understanding that it is its own whole? Like, do you think that? I'm just saying. But yeah, like, if we ever... Oh my god. Gojo's dick would be hurt.
Famed amongst the brony community. You see your OC characters, and you definitely hear from them telepathically. Open mind, open heart. Listen up. That'll help you out in the longer run. Anyway, so I think that pretty much covers it for now. Thank you all for listening. I am Christine Weston Chandler Sonic.
Is this what it's like whenever you guys listen to me stream?
Of the nations of Quickville and Kama and the consuls of Commodore.
What the fuck is Kama?
Thank you. Be safe and have a great day.
Chris then told the captain to send the video to Megan. She stated that she felt bad for Christine, but would not under any circumstances meet up with her.
Why would
on that day, Christine went back to Twitter to post about the dimensional merge and address some negative comments written on the Kiwi forums. The worlds are not merging quickly enough. I need my savings in Quickville. My mother and I need to eat, and yes, I enjoy playing new games. The Neptunia series expands my mind and greatly. Don't judge! It's like a Christian reads the Bible, or a Muslim the Quran. Sheesh!
I wonder...
Not to mention, I am getting to know my fellow CPU peers more through the gameplay
Thank
as
you,
well.
Blue Cornflower.
And
Appreciate
earning
it.
the trophies is a bonus. And if you naysayers must know, I got 4 goddesses online pre-owned with great discounts, and the prototype 2-pack was on clearance. Also, getting...
I swear, Mom, watching anime is my Bible. That's the only way.
To know better my own responsibilities and duties as a CPU for myself. It is so much more than just answering prayers of the nations I am goddess over, I tell you all. At around the same time, Christine took notice of a Twitter account purported to belong to an organization that sold so-called official Sonichu merchandise, which gave some of its proceeds to the autism advocacy charity Autism Speaks. Chris addressed the account, declaring them a thief, and that Autism Speaks did not deserve money that was destined for her. She demanded that the producers of the merchandise cease their sales unless she is guaranteed some of the profits. Sonichu official merchandise then tweeted a private message they received from Chris, who told them that it was actually Magi-chan who had written the previous tweet, and that she wanted them to email her so her associates could help negotiate an arrangement. Chris then exclaimed on Twitter that she was not high all the time and did not smoke pot while driving.
But do you smoke pot before driving? Not that that means, you know, is I'm from California. I have no large opinions about this. I'm just saying.
She then added that she was not as irresponsible as everyone thought, and that mislabeling made her want to scream. She asked for her observers to leave certain friends of hers alone, most likely referring to the group of transgender teenagers, including Lucas, Devil, and 1 or 2 others, dubbed by Kiwi Farms
it's actually
users,
pronounced Deville. No, I'm just kidding.
Squad, with whom Christine regularly socialized and smoked marijuana. Some of the guard dogs on the Kiwi farms, namely Marvin and the captain, believed that the Teen Troon Squad were responsible for much of her recent strange behavior, and believed the concept of the dimensional merge was their creation. Some members of the friend group later clarified that they did not introduce to her the idea of the merge, but did encourage it. Finally, on October 26th, a Kiwi Farms user privately texted Chris, asking about her lost cat, Sorbet. She confirmed that he never came back, and was determined to have died, considering that Christine confirmed that Sorbet's soul had traveled to the dimension C197 and merged with his counterpart there, thusly transforming into an anthropomorphic cat, apparently a common occurrence. Chris also wrote that she apparently met the anthropomorphic Sorbet herself. On October 29th, Christine wrote a long thread of tweets, trying once again to explain the dimensional merge, punctuating each tweet with an animated GIF from various sources. She later added that she thought around half of the Earth's population would survive the merge. Kristen notified the captain that she intended to cooperate with the Sonichu merchandise team to create a written guide to the dimensional merge, proofread and supplemented with professional illustrations. She would in turn receive 50% of the profits. As the Chandler household slipped further and further into debt, and the future looked more and more uncertain, Christine tried her hardest to escape the misery of her life by creating the hope for a new one. She hoped all her and others' creations would come alive and live side by side with her. She hoped that if she tried really hard to believe in the merge, it could indeed come true. She hoped that if people agreed with her, it could let her know that there truly could be a way out from the life she made.
Dude, that line didn't have to hit so hard, bro. I understand, like, this, like, there's so much behind this, right? And obviously, I'm not a professional, so don't listen to me. But, like, if I was to sit here and really try to psychoanalyze it, I mean, besides everything else that we've actually already seen and known about Christian, this specific interdimensional merge and, like, the people they've lost going over there, and, like, it's just one of, like, the craziest coping mechanisms I've ever heard in my entire life. It's unbelievable. And I can't, if we were gonna take just that as a face value, like, I do feel the understanding about it. Just the fact that they created this entire world to cope, essentially, with everything. At just face value, though. Like, when you put everything else in that is Christian, everything else that's, like, their entire upbringing, all they've done through all of that, all the through different, you know, fucked up shit that they've done to people and to themselves, especially now also, because this is still in that timeline. Like, by now, I mean, like, with this, the end of this video, this is still in that timeline and this point where they're, like, begging for money still, right? And pretty much taking advantage of their mother to use for that. It's just, it's just so much, you know what I mean? Okay, so I think we watched part 67, but I'm gonna skim through it just to say, like, okay, our last time we watched part 67, but we had accidentally skipped 66. So let's see. What it seems like is
he continued to write extremely
more dimensional merge stuff.
Given medicine,
oh yeah, they had 2 kittens now.
And was only one of the examples.
They gave some away. I think they gave one away, but they continued to ask for money for those kittens, even though they definitely should not have those kittens. Even the captain, I think at this point was like, nah, I think I'm good.
To visit the Chandler's home again, but farms user Dismedi notified with a margin of error of 8%.
More dimensional merge stuff. Oh, the Shrek movie thing.
A bit offended and Donkey is scared.
I still want to watch that if anybody has a link to that.
I just want to.
By a message purportedly written by someone.
Oh yeah, somebody actually. They continue to have more people hack their shit.
Profile that during this time site Amazon.com
still asking for money.
Stone in her ring and tried to repair it with crazy glue. On December 5th, Chris posted a short video on Twitter of the first sight of snow.
Hey everybody, it's snowing here.
Dude, I'm gonna watch this. You guys have to watch this again because it was so fucking ridiculous, dude.
Sight of snow.
Hey everybody, it's snowing here in 1218. Look, Virginia. Why did you interrupt my video, Barbara? There's your joke. Have a good day.
So fucking weird the way they talk about it. Okay, Funko stuff. Let's see. Amazon wish list. The fact that people are actually still getting them stuff is just unrealistic. Trying to get themselves hired as a voice actress. Basically asking for money. It's still begging for money, which is not new. Mostly everything here is begging for money. I don't know what the fuck this picture is.
Her account was hacked again, and 2 more videos.
Oh, okay, yeah. Accounts being hacked. Let's see. It seems like there's not anything too much crazier. Oh yeah, whenever the hacker posted, it got deleted like right after, as if they were actually that savvy to take the account back. Oh yeah, let's get to this part.
Syria, praising it as the one thing the Trump of this dimension did right. However, Chris clarified that she would be voting for Lisa Simpson from the cartoon series The Simpsons in the next presidential elections in the year 2020.
Unfortunately, obviously, as you guys know, Lisa Simpson didn't win, but who knows? Maybe in C-197 they did. Asking for patience about the dimensional merge. Let's see. Oh, doxing the captain? Doxing the captain? Like their one friend, and now they're no longer their friend. Yes. Oh, and Lucas happens to be, I think,
had stopped posting on Kiwi Farms for over a month, but was last seen quietly observing threads on the site in the last week of December 2018. He had been getting pressure for spending too much of his leisure time away from his wife and daughter to deal with Chris's affairs. And
just a reminder, the captain, his friend, or sorry, her friend, Christian's friend, literally had a wife and daughter and has spent all of this time trying to be Christian's friend. I would just straight up, like, if I knew that you were just texting and messaging Christian of all people, we would never have that chance. You wouldn't even get the fucking chance, bud. All right, we're moving on.
What made her this way? What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Christian.
Part 68. Part 68.
On January 2nd, 2019, Christine revealed on Twitter that she would not be attending the MagFest convention that year, for she heard no word of any Sonichu-related panels. In addition, she claimed to feel increasing superpowers due to the dimensional merge, which included levitating all over the place. But due to the real-world Dimension 1218's reality restrictions, no one could witness the act. It was at around this time that Jacob Sockness, an individual who fell in love with Christine but then grew to hate her as she failed to notice his messages on social media, claimed to have stolen the dimensional merge away from Chris and also put a curse on her. Sockness alleged that he tied the merger portal to a witchcraft temple which he fashioned himself, and that the merger would take place in his home in San Francisco and not in Chris's house. On January 3rd,
dude, I told you straight up, this is just out crazying the crazy. This is just like Christian Liquid. Liquid Christian really just fucking gaslit Chris, right? Liquid Chris straight up just gaslit Chris. This is like the same thing. Jacob really was like, you know what? The dimensional merge is mine now, bitch. What are you gonna do about it, huh? And Christian is like, oh no!
Christine donated $20 to a fundraising campaign on the site GoFundMe to help pay for an individual's appendicitis operation.
Aww.
The next day, YouTuber Gino Samuel teased on Twitter the return of his Chris-chan, a comprehensive history documentary series on his—
Bro, no shot! Oh my god, Gino Samuel straight up plugged his, like... plug.
The next day, YouTuber Gino Samuel teased on Twitter the return of his Chris-chan, a comprehensive history documentary series on his Gino Samuel 2.1 channel, and was set to upload on February 24th, Chris's birthday. Chris shared the post, admitting that her birthday fell on a Sunday that year.
What the fuck, that's it?
Also on that day, Christine was interviewed by one Jackson Dalton, and the recording was soon after uploaded on YouTube.
I think it was 2014, is that right? You became a female? And
yeah,
I wanted to ask, what made you realize that you were a female?
Well, I had, throughout my life, I had exhibited, but not totally realized my, feminine habits and traits.
That's not necessarily how it works.
To me that I was definitely soulfully a woman due to the vision I had where I saw myself in my past lifetime sitting by a tree at Woodstock. I was like, and I was a woman then, so okay,
God.
Yep. I'm soulfully a woman, so it's a good thing to go on from there, and I never regretted it.
Yeah, and I also know you had a lot of gal pals, so I kind of get it too.
What does having a lot of gal pals have to do with it, first of all? Second of all, I just want to remind everyone that we watched very early on with this documentary. We watched from the very first one, and now it's part 68. And they were incredibly transphobic and homophobic. Chris-chan was. So take what they say about their transition in with that knowledge.
Yep.
What's your favorite game franchise?
Game franchise. Shoot. And aside from Sonic and Pokemon, I really like Tetris.
Tetris.
Let me just say real quick, even if it came from their upbringing, it is still part of them. Like, me handling my liquor or drinking a lot may come from the fact that I grew up watching my parents party often, but that doesn't mean I don't handle a lot of liquor or drink a lot. You know what I mean?
And then I also really got into and definitely like also the...
Oh, there you go. There it is. See?
Man,
especially since I'm more into it because I'm a CPU myself now. You see this? There's my mother.
Yeah, I hear.
What? No.
There's my mother.
Yeah, I hear Deborah.
All right, Mom, be safe. I love you.
Hi, Deborah.
Her name is Barbara.
Or Barbara, sorry. I'm not really good with names. I hope she doesn't think I'm a troll or something.
No.
That's sus.
She knows about this interview. Look, I'm flying through space.
When did you come to terms with your situation, that you currently have, constant mockery and whatnot?
well, with the
Stop,
trolls
Leighton.
and whatnot, I pretty much came to terms with it, and started turning myself around on how to handle it about 2011. Shoot. Before Idea Guy came along, I literally was meditating nightly with Magic-chan, my hubby. And then all the events happened, and last March I married Magic-chan and Crizel, and then last June I married Mewtwo and Sylvana, and it's been very good, been very delightful, everything. And lots of people have seen us all together when we go out, so. And I'm definitely not the only one who could see them with my true sight.
Yeah, I did see a video of you kissing one of your wives.
Kissing Crizel.
Yeah.
Not to dox my friend there who ended up being named as the one who uploaded the video, and I'm not going to say his name on this video or dox him, but I just want to let him know that I know what's going on with you.
Bro, could you imagine if he straight up was like, listen, I'm not gonna say his name, I'm not gonna dox him. He uploaded the video, but I'm not gonna say his name or dox him. But, Robert, if you're listening, could you imagine? I was waiting for that. I was like, but, Alex, if you're listening.
You're being possessed by the dark side, and I just want you to know that I forgive you. You're still cool in my eyes. I know you haven't done worse. I'd definitely like you and I to still be friends, and I still have the Christmas presents to give you and our other two friends. I definitely want to hang out with them because they are actually good people. I care about them as friends, you know.
Also on that day, Christine, for unclear reasons, believed that she experienced an assassination attempt by a certain Sonichu created by the exiled Draco, who was routinely uploading videos on YouTube of the Sonichu comics with himself providing the voices for all the characters.
I am the prophesized master!
Chris addressed the supposed attack via Twitter. At the exiled Draco, your Sonichu OC personally paid me a visit tonight. He attempted assassination of me with commands from within your subconscious. Fortunately, I saw him coming and stopped him. What do you have to say for yourself on behalf of your OC's behavior?
If it were me, I'd straight up respond, can't believe my OC didn't actually get through with the hit job. Sad.
The exiled Draco denied the accusation, claiming that his original character, Exiled Sonichu, or X, was mischievous but not murderous, and that the
We'll
creator
get him next time,
never would
boys.
command X to kill anyone. Chris later returned to explain the attack in detail. Good afternoon. Firstly, Magic-chan was a witness. He was in the bathroom with me, sitting nearby as I showered. X appeared behind me through a device generates portal. Initially, I partially recognized him, and Magic-chan was able to fully identify him as your OC, X, without a doubt. He was attempting to assassinate me, at least with a prank. He had become in talks with a small group of haters against me. Magic-chan talked with him and discussed how important I am. For one thing, he would not exist if I wasn't around. And then, a friend of X's showed up to retrieve him. He had a knife in his hand, but I felt his portalling in presence, so I grabbed him by the wrist and lifted him up. A dark blue Sonichu that could be mistaken for a bad recolor OC of myself, or Christy. He got a good talking to, as well. No charges or punishment will be ensued against either of them or yourself, I promise. At the exiled Draco, I only wanted to inform you of the matter and get your thoughts. This event was one that was fated to happen anyway. But aside from that, I'd like to let this be an example for those with such hatred-filled thoughts against us in their heads. We all are together and capable of defending each other. I am able to feel it coming and stop it from happening.
That's what she said?
Thank you. The exiled Draco responded again to claim that X was innocent, and that Chris's story did not reflect X's supposed history and known character traits. Another Twitter user interjected to suggest that the assassination attempt may have been merely imagined by Chris. Christine denied that it was her imagination, since she allegedly could physically interact with a Sonichu by whacking it with a half-full hair conditioner bottle. The Twitter user replied, saying that there may be a chance Chris was hallucinating, which may indicate a developing mental illness, urging her to seek help. Chris defended her experience by pointing out that QB Farms user and former guard dog, the captain, had apparently met with Magi-chan, in addition to others witnessing him being with Chris.
Well, the captain? What you gotta say about that, bro?
On January
I wanna
6th,
hear that shit.
Christine
I wanna
used
hear what
her
the fuck the captain
alternative
says about
Nightstar
that.
Twitter account to check the most recent updates from My Little Pony related creator Lightning Bliss, who had previously blocked Chris's main account. Chris then after wrote a string of tweets denying claims that she was one of the awful bad trolls and did not target or harass anyone. She wrote that she spread kindness, love, and support, and stood up for anyone who was being harassed or bullied. She closed by writing that she was unable to help those in need if she were blocked, and pleaded for others to not do to her what her half-brother Cole Smithy had done and block her Twitter account because it ticked her off when her kindness and support was blocked. Later on, she begrudgingly advertised an old item for sale on eBay, a telephone in the shape of the mascots.
Dude, for a second I thought she actually just put up M&M candies, like for sale.
Of the multicolored button-shaped chocolates, M&Ms, because Chris's mother Barbara was yelling at her about money. On the 7th, Chris rhetorically asked her Twitter followers
metalhead,
what would a mix
we're
of
up to
apple
part
flavor
68
and
now.
berry flavor Fanta be called, before announcing that it would be named Blue Applery. On January 10th, a concerned individual who had known about Christine for a relatively short time called Adult Protective Services in an attempt to have her living situation examined in the form of a wellness check. He recorded the phone conversation and then shared it on the QB Farms under his freshly created account, Chris Psychology.
Alrighty, you guys. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I was fucking holding this post. Hey, I'm back.
I'm concerned about the safety and well-being of someone in Ruckardsville under the name of Christine Weston Chandler.
Okay.
Do you need her address? Would you like to hear more, or...
I know the address.
Okay. It appears to be that she's trans. It appears that she's not able to take care of herself, as well as her mother, who may or may not be suffering from dementia. Her mother is calling her by her older brother's name, and her older brother has been living out of state for a very long time.
I did not know that was a thing.
Christine seems to be suffering from...
So who is this person? I missed... Oh.
Safety and...
account conversation then shared it on the form of a wellness check. Hold on. In an attempt to have her living situation examined in the form of a wellness check. He recorded the phone conversation and then shared it on the QB Farm.
Wait, who is this?
On January 10th, a concerned individual who had known about Christine for a relatively short time called Adult Protective Services in an attempt to have her living situation examined in the form of a wellness check. He recorded the phone conversation and then shared it on the Kiwi Farms under his freshly created account, Chris Psychology.
I'm concerned about the safety and well-being of someone in Ruckardsville under the name of Christine Weston Chandler.
Okay.
Do you need her address? Would you like to hear more, or?
I know the address.
I know the address. Yeah. I know the address, so it's fine.
Appears to be that she's trans. It appears that she's not able to take care of herself, as well as her mother, who may or may not be suffering from dementia. Her mother is
my first
calling
rodeo.
her by her older brother's name, and her older brother has been living out of state for a very long time. Christine seems to be suffering from delusions, which are worsening over time and fed into by strangers over the internet. And her family and herself have displayed habits of compulsive hoarding, and from other outside sources and videos she posts from the internet, she appears to recklessly spend her money, and we're not sure of her financial stability.
From her own sources too,
we're
bro.
We're also not sure if she has any plans of what's to happen when Barbara dies. We're just concerned and want the best for her, and want to make sure she gets the help she needs, honestly, sir.
So, I mean, obviously, I'm aware of the situation. You're not the first person to call. In fact, you're not even probably the 10th person to call. The issues that we have with the situation are that we can't force cooperation unless we have very serious and provable risk of danger
fucking
to
crazy.
Or to Barbara, which we aren't able to prove at this time. So is there something recently happening that is raising the level of concern for you to call in now?
She has been posting on her Twitter that she feels that the characters she creates are living in a different dimension and everything's gonna merge, and she said that she's like experiencing psychic powers and like moving things in her home with her mind, and just overall down the rabbit hole.
I mean, this isn't, again, they probably gone through this a million times, you know, so it's not like the Kevin guy can really actually do anything.
It may not actually be the real personality and the real beliefs and the real situation that's going on.
That's true. Anybody could fight that.
I can't force entry to the home, and I can only, question to an extent that they will allow. So it's just hard for me to really nail down any actual underpinning to everything that is online. Because I agree, what's online is absurd.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you that on our end, whenever we get information in like this that raises our concern level again, we do re-engage and try to offer services or try to offer just guidance on whatever may be needed at the time.
Listen, just a reminder, you guys, I'm just online, okay? Nobody has to call Adult Protective Services on me for whatever I say. Please don't.
Like I said, if you see newer things popping up that increase the level of concern, always feel free to call back in. Because like I said, we're always looking for more risky behavior that could help us build the case for what needs to be done. Was that everything you had at this point?
I fucking knew you were a fucking traitor.
Yes.
Afterburns.
He was afterwards ridiculed by members of the Kiwi Farms for trying to meddle in Chris's life.
Ass bitch.
And soon
I told
had
you.
his social media
I knew
profiles, parents' home address, and personal and nude photos shared on the site. He then deleted his Twitter account.
Wait, what happened? Who did this?
Had his social by members of the.
At this point, for now, yes.
This point.
He was afterwards ridiculed by members of the Kiwi Farms for trying to meddle in Chris's life, and soon had his social media profiles, parents' home address, and personal and nude photos shared on the site. He then deleted his Twitter account and closed his Discord servers.
Oh my god,
also on January
dude!
10th, Chris highlighted that the belt on her recently purchased treadmill caused her to slip and interfered with her exercise, so she received a new replacement belt, courtesy of a Twitter friend, done in preparation to her participation in the #BronyBabes weight loss campaign, started by a small group of My Little Pony fans, which included Lightning Bliss. Later that day, Chris unveiled her new LEGO construction, a representation of her CPU Blueheart goddess persona. The next day, her Twitter account was supposedly taken over by her supposed husband, Magichan, who wrote a plea for people to stop harassing her and the people with whom she conversed. He claimed that Emmanuel, or God, was also disappointed in all the trolls and bullies. Magichan vowed
I'm gonna
to
fucking do
personally
this someday.
visit all those who left
I'm gonna
Chris
post and I'm gonna be
hurtful
like,
comments and
from
drained their
Lily
memories
Bell's
of any
husband.
technological knowledge.
Stop being so mean to her.
The artist of the art of Magichan that Chris attached in her final tweet, Captain Taco 2345, entered the thread to highlight that Christine did not credit him, and so left several tweets to bring more attention to himself and his work. Chris soon after acknowledged the artist and gave him credit, sharing his profile. The next day, after exercising on her treadmill, Chris alerted her followers of the latest data retrieved from her fitness tracking app, Fitbit, revealing that she weighed 209.7 pounds and wished to reduce her weight down to between 200 and 179 pounds. The next day, she posted a selfie of herself for the #BronyBabes campaign. Also on the 12th, Chris filmed and then posted a short video of snow falling outside her house.
Snowing, snowing, snowing is falling, and we're inside at home with eggs for breakfast to make omelets with.
It was around this time that a small group
I have no
of
comment on that,
individuals
actually,
began
at all.
scheming about how to gain Christine's
Surprisingly.
trust and influence her. Twitter user Megan K. Ringo, or Maker Nightv, made her presence known to Chris by encouraging and agreeing with her statements concerning the dimensional merge, and even confessing to being the supposed CPU goddess of the Nintendo Switch game console. A friend of hers found Christine's phone number, and to make her surprise, Chris replied to her text messages. She was being advised in how to interact with Chris by one Owls, who was known as CPU Turquoise Heart by Chris. Maker Nightv then created a private server on the online chatting application Discord called Sons of Miscreants, where she asked for others to join and participate in her scheme. She elaborated in the private chat.
I forgot. What is the scheme?
Megan K. Ringo, or Maker Nightv, made her presence known to Chris by encouraging and agreeing with her statements concerning the dimensional merge, and even confessing to being the supposed CPU goddess of the Nintendo Switch game console. A friend of hers found Christine's phone number, and to make her surprise, Chris replied to her text messages. She was being advised in how to interact with Chris by one
See, this is exactly what I was saying. Except they're doing it as a troll way, and I was trying to do it as a logical way. But they straight up are just like, yeah, I'll do it.
Application Discord called Sons of Miscreants, where she asked for others to join and participate in her scheme. She elaborated in the private chat that she did not aim to feed Chris's delusions, but rather offer her friendly advice and be a source of moral support. Maker also highlighted that those in the Discord should not troll Christine, and that everyone should create their own CPU goddess persona and Sonichu character before contacting her and pretend to be gifted with the spirits of console goddesses. As Maker Nightv continued contacting Christine and earning her trust by supporting her words on Twitter and sending her fan art, Chris asked for Maker to befriend her former friend, Megan Schroeder, but Maker rejected her request, as she didn't want Megan to be put through any more Chris-related drama. At another point, Chris seemed to have grown more interested in Maker Nightv, as she was, according to Maker, being molded into a mini Christine by telling her to make her own medallion utilizing Chris's crystals. Inspired by Chris's alleged marriage to her own characters, Maker revealed on Twitter that she apparently was in a relationship with her original character, Nightv, a statement which Christine acknowledged and liked. On January 12th, Twitter user Kara Squiggly Roastew, who was part of Maker Nightv's Discord, told Christine's detractors to leave her alone and stop the hate because she was a human like everyone else. Chris thanked them for their support, but corrected their statement to clarify that she was allegedly half human and half Sonichu.
Oh my god! Are you fucking shitting me? The hate has gone too far. Please stop. She's a human like all of us. Thanks, but also just so you know, I'm half human and half Sonichu.
By that she was allegedly half human and half Sonichu. The next day, a user criticizing Maker for feeding Chris's psychotic delusions was replied to by Maker herself, who clarified that Christine's ideas were not delusions and that they were too blind to see the truth. Christine thanked Maker for defending her, pitying the haters for they did not possess, quote-unquote, true sight. She later explained that an individual with true sight could see invisible creatures and objects and perceive the original forms of shapeshifters, among other abilities. Kiwi Farms users quickly noted that her description of true sight was copied from the description of the ability of the same name seen in the tabletop game Dungeons & Dragons. Chris then wrote a new tweet to direct all business inquiries to the email address christine@quickfill.us, adding that since she was a female, she asked all who contacted her to refer to her with the correct pronouns. On January 14th, in response to more members of the My Little Pony fandom being exposed as pedophiles, a Twitter user attempted to add Christine to the list by sharing a private message written by a member of the so-called Teen Troon Squad, Lucas, in which he claimed she inappropriately touched, hugged, and kissed the teenagers. Chris denied the accusations, claiming the message was taken out of context and that she was solely being entertaining or kind to the teens. She restated that she would never be attracted to minors. She later added that it would be fair for her to be demonized if conclusive evidence of her being a pedophile surfaced, but highlighted that the evidence must not be cropped or photoshopped, and that inflatable sex dolls should not count, regardless of whatever imagery was printed onto them. She further wrote that she stated her case without fear of prejudice because she had proven herself better in the decades since the trolling began, and that she usually did not engage in adult conversations with those under the legal age or those who did not make the first move on her consensually. The individual investigated.
What? Did they just say that they're okay with it? Did they just say that you either have to be 18 years old or you have to consent and make the move first? Is that what they said? Because I don't think that it should be an or thing. It should not be an or thing at all. Yeah. I state what I have stated without fear of prejudice because I have proven myself better in the decades time since. And I personally usually refrain from any adult type of dialogue. And such speech is strictly reserved for those who make the first move on me and consent and are over. Okay. There's a it's an and. It's an and.
Not make the first move on her consensually. The individual investigating reports of Chris acting
Rayman the Ray person and a goofball prawn are now boarding. Welcome to Label Air. Hope you have a safe and enjoyable flight.
Pedophile, though stated that she was absolutely a creep and needed to get help in the form of therapy. Also on that day, after sharing the profile of Chaotic Chimera, a My Little Pony related artist who was in need of financial help, Christine was blocked by the artist and wrote a string of tweets to express her anger. I am all too well aware of the risks involved, especially the haters looking to target and harass those of who I am trying to be kind and supportive of, or simply talk to, with, or about. I am not fond of the haters and harassing types, and I do not condone their bullying of anyone. But I have faith in the common sense of everyone in being able to simply block those who actually do the harassing and hating instead of me. I remain the victim of circumstances every time someone blocks me instead of blocking the actual haters who harass. Look at my tweet history on @QuickSonichu. Do you see me making any such harassment or hurtful commentary to anyone who is innocent of hating or harassing? Absolutely not! All I did was relay that Chaotic Chimera needed money, so I relayed the link to her tweet about her dilemma. What happened? The haters harassed her, and I got blocked. I did not make any such negative commentary, not one word from me, and yet I get blocked over the actual haters. Do you all know how I feel every time I learn that someone I follow, like, and respect on Twitter blocks me? I freaking hit the wall after running at Mach speeds. That's how I feel. And the shock freaking hurts. And sharing miscontent about me with anyone, especially that which is more than a decade old, is garbage. Sigh. But I digress. My main goal here is helping the artist by relaying her link. That is all. I do not want to hear or see anyone harassing or hating on her or her family. Thank you. The next day, Chris wrote that she was staying positive and grounding her emotions with the help of her supposed husband, Magi-chan, sharing a photo of Lego figurines representing herself, Magi-chan, and the cartoon character, Unikitty.
Oh man, I remember
Later
Unikitty.
on, her Twitter acquaintance, Ting Tings, drew a stylized athletic reimagining of Chris to encourage her in her weight loss journey. On January 16th, Christine attended her scheduled hearing regarding her case of unpaid debt to second round sub. The case concluded, and she was ordered to pay $2,476.63. After she got back home, Chris took part in the hashtag 2009 versus 2019 challenge on Twitter, in which people compared themselves to how they were 10 years prior. Chris posted a photo of himself from 2009, along with a recent picture, admitting that back then, Chris was very nerdy and naive. Afterwards, she asked Twitter support for the reasons why she still hates the word naive, bro. Despite providing the verification team with her.
Hey, Chris, if you didn't know, you could get a blue check mark now.
Driver's license image twice, and that everyone knew her.
It's super easy. It's super easy.
On January 17th, she lashed out at her haters when she discovered that My Little Pony associated creator Eliora had blocked her on Twitter. She added that she loathed being blocked by bullies, quote-unquote, yapping on about her, leaving her feeling like she hit another wall running. 3 days later, she was angered once more upon finding out she had gotten blocked by My Little Pony related creator Dusty Cat after complimenting artwork done for him because her haters responded to anything she shared online, in addition to those aiming to further her delusions by discussing a supposed civil war occurring in Quickfill. In addition, she reminded her followers of all the other individuals who had blocked her over the recent years. Chris then considered protecting her Twitter account, meaning that only select and trusted people could view her profile, inspired by the actions of the illustrator and voiceover artist Doopy Doover, who had also blocked her. Chris was tempted to block out all her haters at the expense of her genuine fans, and was sure, as when she pepper sprayed the feet of the alleged jerk assistant manager of the GameStop in 2014, that she would do it if left with no other choice. On January 21st, Christine wrote an extended Twitter thread discussing an apparent war in the dimension C-197, and also read out the thread in a YouTube video posted that same day.
Hello everybody, Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again in the utility room. And this time I got a whopper of a speech for everybody that needs to be well heard and listened. I've just talked with the war rebels and haters in Dimension C-197, and I'm going to share the statement with the rebels and haters here in this world and dimension. For those who don't know, this war is between the CPUs, console patron units, deities, heroes, superheroes, and the villains and supervillains who are acting against the prophecies and destinies that all have been happening, are happening, and shall be happening. We, the heroes and deities, do what we all must to stand and fight to defend the good of both worlds and dimensions. And I do understand and recognize how all of you thinking I am not making progress in myself and around me but I am making progress in myself. I'm developing my brain further. I'm getting stronger in my superpowers and everything. You all just do not understand because y'all closed yourselves off. So here's the thing. Haters and bullies, why can't y'all just find something else that is actually popularly disliked and hated, like Putin and his recent spiel against the LGBTQ in Russia, or Donald Trump's freaking wall? Really taking money out of every single person's pockets. Is he thinking about the people? No, he's not thinking about us. He's thinking about himself. But this is not about Donald Trump. It's about all of you, the haters, and how y'all need to find something else to focus your hatred upon. And I will recommend this, as I did to the haters and rebels in C197 earlier today. Go punch a reinforced bag of sand.
That's nice. At least they said
reinforced. Even those of y'all who are stuck to a chair in perma-epic fail, y'all can still reach out and punch a bag. Simple. You're on a chair. Just punch.
That was... What the fuck? That was...
Simple. Y'all can still reach out.
Sorry, I need to see it again.
Simple. You're on a chair. Just punch. Thank you all so much. Everyone, have a great and safe day. And know that we, all of us, are working together to keep each and every day great and safe for all of you. Body, mind, spirit, and superpowers.
I'm so sorry. Hold on. Body, mind, spirit, and superpowers. 100 years ago, all was right with our world. I can't.
In a similar tactic as that of the Idea Guys, enablers on Twitter encouraged Christine's beliefs that the sister dimension was real and that there was an ongoing conflict occurring between her own original characters and those of other franchises. She rejected claims from enablers who wrote that her son, Sonichu, had abandoned her, vowing to throw sandbags onto anyone if they said,
I'm confused. I thought that she married Sonichu? Who did she marry then? Oh, Magic. Okay. Thank you.
Was not loyal. On January 22nd, music artist Dodie released a music video for the song Monster, which briefly features an illustration of Sonichu.
Oh, sick!
Also on that day, Chris was blocked by My Little Pony related creator Mad Munchkin, prompting her to go to her laptop to try protecting her tweets to restrict who could access her account. She announced that the only thing that could stop her from protecting her account was if all the people who had blocked her were to unblock her. She
totally,
soon after declared that the deed was done and planned to individually block all unsavory accounts from the thousands that followed her. 27 minutes later, Christine unprotected her account, writing that protecting it would mean that all the people she followed and liked would not be able to read her responses and thoughts, and instead asked Twitter if there was an option for her to approve or deny follower requests. She then posted a short clip of herself shrieking out in
Oh my god! I thought that was a fucking... I straight up... I thought that was really sus for a second. I didn't realize... I thought that was a sus ass thing for a second. I did not... I I did not expect this to be
clip of
Bro.
herself freaking out in frustration.
No, they can still like they can still people
The
can
next
still
day,
request to
she
follow
continued
your
to release her hatred for the
private
haters
Twitter?
and harassers
Oh my
by
God.
wishing they all experience what he did in school and have 4 of the school's staff pin them down to the ground and record their screams onto an audio cassette tape and phone and have it uploaded onto the internet. She then reimagined the trauma done unto the trolls as a video game, where the trolls would be screaming victims
Yeah, huh? Where
who
is
could
my
not break
Sonic
free
Connector?
from the school staff's grip and could only scream and squirm, while also being strangled. When confronted by other users for her violent threats, Chris wrote that the haters and harassers drove her to that point, followed by 111 cloud with lightning emojis. She went on to explain that she only recalled that traumatic event from school because she was encouraged to think about it by her psychiatrist at a recent meeting, and that the psychiatrist was to blame for making her remember it again.
Sorry, y'all.
Chris
Can't find
pleaded
it.
that
Don't
if
know
people
where it
wanted
is.
her to function better, then they should never push her into that PTSD moment of epic insanity.
Edison Chen Simp
and
is
get
not boarding.
everyone
Welcome
who
to
had
the little
blocked
air.
her
Hope you have a
to
safe and
unblock
enjoyable
her.
flight.
When someone pointed out that Christine should simply block her harassers, she claimed that they would quickly create new accounts and use them to harass her again. And since she had over 29,000 followers, the arduous task of blocking all possible trolls would have been quote-unquote beyond hell and Tartarus.
What the fuck is Tartarus?
At the same time, Ting Tings from Twitter had a private conversation with Christine, in which she inquired whether Chris was in a Discord with Maker NightV, because Tings was worried Megan was feeding her Idea Guys Ask Ideas after her private Discord messages were leaked on the QB forums. Chris admitted that they were in a Discord together, but denied she had anything to do with the Idea Guys, or that she was being forced to do anything. After Ting Tings shared their conversation on Twitter, Chris told her followers to stop harassing her friends, possibly referring to Maker. Tings then messaged Maker NightV directly, asking if her intentions were truly honest.
Ooh.
Maker wrote that she saw Chris as
Are we the drama? Look at this. Maker and Ting Tings having drama?
asking if her intentions were truly honest. Maker wrote that she saw Chris as someone who was as broken as she was, and that she simply wanted to help. Tings countered her claim with the leaked Discord messages of her making mocking comments, misgendering, and organizing her group to work as a team. Due to an onslaught of harassment, Maker NightV wrote on Twitter that she was left feeling suicidal.
Bro, okay, I'm sorry. Like, nobody should, that's awful, right? But also, there's no fucking way you saw this entire thing and you said, yeah, it's a great idea to get myself situated with this person. Like, there's no fucking way you would think that. Like, saying kindness is dead, I was kind, but this whole debacle was cancer. No fucking shit, bro. That's straight up just like, oh my god. Well, I can't. I really can't. There's no fucking shot.
And hated herself and humanity. She said that even though she only wanted to help Christine,
Fuck you, Axel.
the constant bashing made her feel depressed. On January 24th, Christine apologized for lashing out the previous day, but still wished for every person she liked to unblock her. She added that after investigating and talking with her, she concluded that Maker NightV was genuine and not a troll. She elaborated that Magichan and some other CPU goddesses had apparently told her Maker was not a troll. Chris soon after apologized to all the people who blocked her, mentioning their usernames, and asked for her trolls to all directly apologize to them as well, so that she could be unblocked. She concluded that she would not take no for an answer, and if remained blocked, she would have another mental meltdown. Later again, Chris asked for other people involved with the MLP fandom, or brony artists and analysts who may personally know the individuals that blocked her, for advice on how to apologize to them. Later that day, Christine unveiled a preview of a short comic that was inspired by the ongoing blocking saga. Later again, Chris wrote a handwritten declaration of diplomatic immunity for a brony analyst who had blocked her, Eon of Dreams, and his counterpart in the sister dimension for apparently fighting back against haters. Later on, in response to a person talking about watching the Netflix-produced series about serial killer Ted Bundy, Chris asked if it was the same Bundy who she believed was framed for his crimes.
Bro, every single time they start to lose me, they do some crazy ass shit like this again. And I'm like, this is why.
When others tried to explain that it was a concept fabricated for her by the Idea Guys, Chris rejected this claim, stating that the framing was a fact that was even mentioned on Wikipedia. She added that she even talked with his Sonichu reincarnation, who served as a soldier in Quickville and was behaving himself very well, without a single instance of launching a killing spree in the past year.
Yeti!
At the end of the day, Chris created
you know I've been doing
Twitter
this for a while. What are you talking about?
Sonichu. The account's tweets were protected, meaning that only approved followers could see her tweets. But it could be seen that Chris used this account to follow all the people who had blocked her. One of the blockers, Chaotic Chimera, responded in a thread that the reason she blocked Chris was because
this is the
she
first
didn't
one
want
you
to be
caught.
associated
That is
with
not
a scammer,
on me.
relaying personal bad experiences
then it's not
with
on me.
such
You
people,
already know
and
I've
vowed
been
to
doing
block
this.
anyone
This
who
has nothing to
encouraged
do
her
with,
to unblock
you know,
Christine.
stepping
Another
up. I've
user
been doing this for a
notified her
while
of the
now.
alternative accounts she was using, and so Chimera blocked them all. By the morning of January 25th, nearly all the people that had blocked her original account had also blocked her new Magichan account.
Oh no!
When someone asked Chris if the account truly belonged to Magichan, she confirmed that she helped him set up the account, and he allegedly stood beside her as he selected what posts he liked and which accounts to follow.
You know, this just seems like too much work. Okay, like, I definitely made a fake AIM profile so that I could forge messages between me and another person, an unreal person. I like faked that I, you know, like oh, I have a girlfriend, I have a boyfriend, they're in Canada, you won't know them kind of deal. I definitely made an AIM profile to forge that shit so that I could show it to my actual crush at that time. But the idea of like being so far as to say that you do the likes and wants and everything, it's just so much work, I would say.
Christine then wrote that she felt sad and depressed and blamed others for forcing her to do what she did after getting blocked, followed by 39 loudly crying
People do
face
that?
emojis.
I don't know,
Twitter
like
user
kids who
that when
wanted
asked
to
via
pretend like they
direct
had a
message,
boyfriend or
one
a
of the
girlfriend so
blockers
other people
confessed
didn't
that
bother
the
them.
trolls had nothing to do with the blocking, and that Chris was blocked under advisement of friends. After reading the screenshots of the private messages, Chris determined that
You know the best part about taking the jealousy route? It worked. I love it. I love the push and the pull effect. It's beautiful.
the images were photoshopped. Afterwards, Twitter user Kirai Uchiha told one of Chris's blockers, Sega Sister, that Chris was escalating in her demands and wanted the brony to spread the word about Chris's intentions. Consequently, Kirai Uchiha was blocked by Christine for allegedly prompting Sega Sister to block her. Soon after, the Twitter user reported that they would be contacting the sheriff's department of Chris's locale.
What
and
does
tell
that
them what
have
she
to
has
do?
been
Like,
doing.
why do you care
Christine
enough?
then acknowledged that she learned that some of the instances of recent events were not hater-instigated, and apologized to Uchiha for branding them a hater. She then after promised
Why do you
to not push
care?
anymore.
Why do you care swear that Chris Chan called you a hater. Like, why do you, I mean, that's gotta be a lie. There's no fucking way that you really sat down and was like, I'm gonna call the cops on you, right?
Or
like, no
abusive
fucking
tweets
shot,
or
bro.
posts, wishing to make amends as quickly as possible. Also on the 25th, Chris unveiled an older drawing of Chris Chan Sonichu taking part in the My Little Pony Analysis YouTube series, TF2 Analysis, which was hosted by some prominent members of the Brony community who roleplayed as characters from the video game Team Fortress 2, including some who had blocked her. Through a lengthy Twitter thread, she explained how she apparently participated in the show after being introduced to the opportunity by prominent TF2 Analysis member Dr. Wolf. Finally, on that day, Chris complained further about her week, adding an account of an incident concerning her neighbors. Worst week ever to my mind, body, and emotions. Blocked by more of those I like and appreciate it. I am not going to cry or have a tantrum, just more apologies to issue. If I did not have the greater destiny and all, I probably would just die from all of the rejection! Even more shocking, my neighbor across the street from me shouted angrily at me, blaming me for his child questioning their gender identity.
Jeez.
This happened Thursday. More stress and anxiety on top of all of the other chaos
not
and
something
drama.
I expected.
How do you think I'm feeling, bad trolls? How do you all, each and every one of you all, think I am feeling? I am not asking for sympathy or pity. Go on about your lives. Emmanuel, please, get my body to C-197 now. This 1218 world is becoming all too much for me. Soul and mind/body.
You know, I think I mentioned this last time we were watching this, but how I feel about astral projecting, or how do we call that? It's not sleep paralysis, but I think part of it can be used. Dimension merge, not merging. Surfing, what is that called? It's like a huge thing, and I can't remember, where you literally could just like, does anybody know what lucid dreaming? Part of it is lucid dreaming, but then they have another term for it that I see on TikTok all the time now. Astral projection, yeah, that's definitely part of it. Transcending, it makes sense, but I don't know if that's the actual dream walking. I mean, I feel like these are all just different words to say the exact same thing, but essentially it's like this, right? Where you just like are eliciting the lucid dreaming so that you can live your life in like another, you know, another reality that you choose and create and shit like that. And I'm like, this isn't all that far off from this shit, except you have to accept it. You know what I mean? Like essentially. I'll look up the word. I'm just saying. Because I straight up dimension jumping. Yeah. Shit. It's pretty much that one. Something like that. Was I wrong? I don't know. I haven't had shrooms. I let them expire because I forgot about them. But what was I fucking saying? Yeah, so that, right? Because I have followed people who straight up create their own OC or create themselves with a full backstory and thing, so that when they lucid dream, they could essentially live their life at like Hogwarts and shit. Have I tried it? Yes, of course I have, okay? But I'm just saying, like, if they didn't accept that it was dreaming in a sense, this would be it, essentially.
On January 26th, MLP-affiliated creator Harmony Dancer tweeted at Christine, telling her not to contact her friends ever again, and called her a monster. She denied Chris's claim that she was a victim, and called her disgusting and scum. This caused Chris to write that she was now closer to 82 loud crying face emojis, and congratulated her haters for making her feel so. She encouraged others to tear her down because she could infinitely respawn, and so could be teared up into infinity because she was scum. Chris went on to write a long tirade filled with random access humor because she was scum and did not deserve sleep. If you would like to see this,
it's called reality shifting. Or at least, I mean, it's not like called like that. Obviously, it's called many things, but specifically that term on TikTok, reality shifting.
A slip of scum sleep for the night, dial 963 on your speed dial while looking for granola in the bottom of the ocean with humpback whales while wearing
What?
Mario frog suits. Provided by Lumberjack Incorporated. He. Ugh. Tonight's order of fried brains.
Wait,
has
what the
been
fuck
brought
is
to you by
happening, bro?
Harmony Aroma Dancers of Pizza
What are
Joe in Lumbago, Nicaragua. Random isms are also brought to you by Harmony Aroma Dancers in New York,
brought to you by?
Zimbabwe,
Is
and
this Lily
Cucamonga.
Bo presents
Yee-hee.
VTuber Radio?
Enjoy
What is
marshmallows
happening?
and jelly beans in your strawberry, jam, and Parmesan pizza pie, made with the help of Eskimos and rubber chickens. Bon appetit and headaches. Kristen went to her Magichan Twitter account to reply to Harmony Dancer, posing as her supposed husband, stating that she did not sleep the whole night, and her brain was damaged by being called scum. Harmony Dancer
Oh
then read
my
Kristen
God,
Kristen
no
went and rubbery
fucking shot.
She encouraged
Are you serious?
Chris to pick her a Guinea dancer money to see 197
Okay,
now.
okay, hold on.
This 12-18-year-old
I
is
just want to
becoming
make sure
all
that
too
this
much
is
for
exactly
me.
what happened.
Soul
Because what it
and
sounds like is
mind
somebody
slash
called them
body.
scum, and then
On January
Chris Chan
26th,
had like a full fucking meltdown and was like, oh no, my brain hurts from being called scum.
MLP-affiliated creator Harmony Dancer tweeted at Christine, telling her not to contact her friends ever again, and called her a monster. She denied Chris's claim that she was a victim, and called her disgusting and scum. This caused Chris to write that she was now closer to 82 loud crying face emojis, and congratulated her haters for making her feel so. She encouraged others to tear her down because she could infinitely respawn, and so could be teared up into infinity because she was scum. Chris went on to write a long tirade filled with random access humor because she was scum and did not deserve sleep. If you would like to see this slip of scum sleep for the night, dial
This is exactly what the
on your
fuck
speed
fucking
dial.
happened.
Are also brought to you.
They straight up
Enjoy
just
marshmallows and jelly beans
went
in your
through it.
strawberry, chicken, and Twitter account to reply to
Oh
Harmony
my
Dancer,
God.
posing as her supposed husband, stating that she did not sleep the whole night, and her brain was damaged by being called scum. Harmony Dancer then read.
Can you fucking imagine? Straight up, could you imagine any single person saying anything to me? I don't know.
At making her feel
Jesus
guilty,
Christ.
and expressed through a meme that it was the dumbest shit she had seen all day.
That's
The
crazy.
next day,
That's fucking
Chris
crazy.
claimed that the reason she may have been blocked was that people believed that trollsome Chris Chan impersonators on Twitter who harassed the brony analysts were the real Christine. She asked for them to reassess the blockings and investigate the unique Twitter handles of the Chris's they blocked. At around this time, Kiwi Farms users suspected that Chris or her friend, Maker Nightv, established a new Twitter account, Cream Arena, named after Maker's original character, which proceeded to follow all the accounts which had blocked Christine. On January 28th, Chris recorded and released a YouTube video addressing the recent blocking fiasco.
Just
God damn it,
addressing,
Axel.
you know who you are, my fellow bronies and Pegasisters who blocked me.
We're almost done. I'm not
on
gonna
Twitter.
put. Fine. Maybe we're almost done, so I do put it on. How about
among
that?
which is the bad, outdated reputation
that?
I had. That's
Oh, I can't do that. I have to download
like,
it. Yeah, we're not putting it on this time. Maybe next
12
time.
years old,
Thank you, though, Axel.
nearly. Seriously, 2007. The trolls been hating on me since then. I would never have done any of those things that I am very shameful of today if they had not gotten involved. I'm just as trolled and bullied as some to most of y'all. And harassment. I do not harass anyone. The only things I do on Twitter are kindness and supportive type commentary. And
To be fair,
which
they do a lot of
haters
like
and harassers, they just
supportive stuff. Just
they
like,
used
oh, hope you have a nice day
outdated,
kind of shit.
And I'm not, and partially counting the
I'm not saying that's the
that
only
was
thing they do, but I'm just
received
saying
on
they
me
do say that a lot.
Last year during those 6 months by freaking idea guy, Stephen Boyd. They con $6,000 on me.
I'm not. It's not props. It's just a to be fair.
I'm upset about that. And I'm upset about all the rejection I'm getting from the people I like. I'm a fan of each and every one of you. I'm serious. I like your art style. I like the way you do in your shows and everything.
Oh my god, the hair flip.
Very serious about that, and I'm sorry for offending each and every one of you. But I ask is just, I gotta get my mental sanity back, so please unblock me. Please unblock me. I'm very, very sorry for everything, for offending each and every one of you.
Dude, this
serious.
This seems like a threat, dude. This seems like a fucking threat. Oh my god.
Damn trolls and damn haters and harassers. They've been ruining my life since 2007. 2007. Check whoever's been harassing you, pretending it them because they're actually pretending it's me or being themselves, just straight out outdated crap about me. And I'm actually am, and I've proven myself to be, and I'm still working myself to be a very good, honest, decent person. Alright? I mean, you don't misjudge a woman who got seriously drunk at 21, accidentally did a porn film, but then 10 years later you judge her based on what she did 10 years ago. This shit's been over a decade old. 2007. I've been trolled since then. I'm still getting freaking bullied and everything. Anyway, please unblock me on Twitter. Unblock me. That's all I'm asking. We don't have to be friends, but I do not like to be hated, and I am not one that's worthy of hatred. Yet I'm followed by all these freaking people who it's a freaking fetish to them to harass and hate everybody. And I know y'all agree with me too on that. I feel like I could faint in a moment. So, again, I'm sorry for offending y'all in any way, and the reputation's outdated, and these damn trolls just try to mislabel me as so much negative. It's just... Very serious. Look at me. Look at me. Look how tired I am. All this chaos has been going on the past week. That's everybody's been blocking me.
Cracking under the pressure of the people she sought comfort in, pushing her away, Christine once more failed to acknowledge that her own actions were largely at fault. For most people, it is difficult to own up to their mistakes and take the blame and inevitable consequences. For a goddess like Christine, whose reality decreed she could do no wrong, perhaps it was impossible.
Ooh, jeez. Wow. Okay. Well, that certainly is a thing. That certainly is a... There's never any words to actually say any of that. I think tomorrow... Yeah, I think tomorrow we might catch up with Christian and the letters that they've been sending from prison. But... yeah, I have nothing else. It's so hard to say literally anything else in regards to this now at this point, because it's just, everybody knows and everybody just can see, you know what I mean? They do harm. You want to feel bad and you can't feel bad, and you also it's a lot of, it's so, the case study behind this person, I really couldn't imagine. Like, trying to explain this to, like, future generations of people after they pass. If they pass, boing. Is just going to be unbelievable, for real. But that will be all for today from me. Tomorrow we have at 9 a.m. PT VTuber Radio. Lilybell presents VTuber Radio. We are still on the same cycle as today, so if you have recently asked for any requests, they won't be on until we finish up this cycle. I have to switch the wording over. After that, yeah, we'll probably be up to this, more of this, probably whatever I feel like. But if you guys want to see more of my schedule, please join on my Discord, check it out on my Twitter. I also have a card. Let's get somebody out here for you. Alrighty, and I hope you guys have a wonderful time. Thank you so much for being here and enjoying both the music and, excuse me, the Christian with me. I'm gonna send you guys over to a friend that I really haven't sent. I haven't seen stream during this time before, so hopefully all goes well with them. But thank you so much, you guys, for watching, hanging out. My name is Lilybell. I love to travel, and I'm just trying my fucking best. Thank you for flying with Lilybell Air. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.